Welcome back, everyone, to this Gang's Day Off. Today we have Halo 3. I say today as if that's the entire day, but you know, ignore that. Right now we have HyperloopTortoise with Halo 3 Easy. Take it away.
Hello, hi. I'm HyperloopTortoise. Y'all might not know me because I don't do any Sly Cooper speedruns, potentially yet, but I love hanging around in the community and watching all the runs. I'm primarily a Halo 3 runner. I've been running it for 5 years on and off, and I love the game. I just wanted to show it off and help out the marathon. And Hecky's my commentator.
Hello. I also ran this game, and not so much anymore.
Yeah, Hecky's mainly a Mirror's Edge runner, or kind of was for a long time, but he did run Halo 3 for a good bit too. We kind of started around the same time.
Yeah.
So, but that's basically us. Gonna start playing the actual game. Time will start, and as soon as this restart is done. So, 3, 2, 1, go. And for
So
Halo,
where are we?
we are in the jungles of Sierra 117. We have crash landed after the ending of Halo 2. We were rescued by Johnson and Arbiter, and we are now walking. The best part of any speedrun. The big
I'm actually realizing I
Mhm.
know nothing about the lore of this game.
At all? Nothing.
I don't think I've watched any of the cutscenes since I played it when it came out.
You and me both. I've never played a Halo game in my life.
Oh really? No,
Oh, you should.
yeah, no, they hold up.
It's especially easy now because they keep going on sale for like £2 each on Steam.
Yeah. I know, good little lore. A lot of people are kind of split on the Halo 3 story, but gameplay wise, the Halo 3 campaign holds up very well and visually. But all we're really doing on this level for now in the speed run is just running past everything to get to the end fight. There's a little mechanic we're doing called slide jumping, which is as we're in the air, we're holding crouch, and then letting go of crouch as we're hitting the ground, and it will propel us forward.
If you ever get a cheeky moment, could you turn the game a little bit up on OBS?
Oh yeah. It is quieter during some of the sections, but
Slide jumps kind of make sense when you like watch one in third person because your feet pretty much act like a spring and they just push you up as you slide forwards, which is why you get launched a little bit forwards. You can transfer downwards momentum into forwards momentum with them, so you'll see quite a lot of them, and some of them will be a lot more obvious than others.
yeah. And we have our first skip coming up, which is in Halo 3. There's a moment where Cortana appears on your screen, but the trigger for it is tied to the floor. So as long as you avoid jumping on certain sections of the floor, you can just get past it. And sometimes
you really want to. Oh, sorry.
I was
just gonna say you really want to avoid them because they slow you down like to a crawl.
yeah, like even casually, people don't like them just because they completely take over the game for you and limit your movement and visuals. In some parts of the speedrun, though, they're kind of we prefer having them because during the moments you are invincible, can't die. So there's some benefits to it.
Also, yeah, very valid point. Cortana, completely different from Windows Cortana.
Yes.
Not the same person.
I was gonna mention. Hold on, the Windows 10 guy. Holy shit, big fan.
Come on, you dumb apes! You want breakfast? You gotta catch him.
We are approaching the final section, which is where Johnson is gonna get captured, and then we have to do our actual first combat to get him out.
Yeah, we also have to slow down here on purpose to make sure that he actually despawns.
Yeah,
Otherwise he'll just get teleported over and still be invincible. And we kind of can't finish the level anymore.
like that.
A visual example
But yeah,
on purpose.
out here showing what not to do. That
You can
happens.
usually tell by like which direction he's walking, or if he's even there.
Yeah. Usually he gets stuck on enemies or something, but there we go.
Boop.
So now, while we're going to where he's held, we're going to be clearing out a bunch of enemies on the way. Because basically, after we free him, we're going to be on a timer for the end of the level. And that timer is sped up by killing enemies. Do a little grenade boost across a broken bridge. Saves 2 seconds. Huge amount of time saved. And now we're just killing.
You're gonna see this weapon a lot.
Yeah, Gravity Hammer has a lot of uses in the campaign for the speed run.
It's kind of funny that it's called the gravity hammer, but you use it to not succumb to gravity most of the time.
Yeah.
Chat is asking if you believe this is the best Halo game.
Oh boy. I'm very biased, so yes, to me it is. But I understand large scale why it would be Halo 2.
I agree, Halo 3, so I think that settles it.
Halo 3 is, well,
Focus! Phantom! I see him!
do this little trick real quick called Early Pelican, where we grenade launch up to the Pelican as it flies in at the end of the level to board it early. Saves about 20-ish seconds, depending.
Yeah, the intended way to do that is to stand up on the bridge and wait for it to come to you, which is
Mhm. It'll,
inferably very slow.
yeah.
Point of entry, best assessment.
But,
Agreed.
no, Halo 3 is like the first Halo that I had myself. So I had like free access to whenever. And
Good. This channel is secure.
that's really why it's
My fire
probably
teams are
my
spread
favorite.
thin. We can't hold out forever. I need that hangar cleared for evac ASAP.
Halo 3 was the first online game I ever played.
Mm. It's a good one.
My brother took me to buy a 360 on Christmas Eve. And I got a 360 with this game, and then that was it.
Shout out to brother.
Wipe those bastards off the deck!
Do you know the lore of why we're on Crow's Nest, or?
Until the hangar's clear!
I know that we crashed on Earth, and this is like the closest barracks or
Yeah,
something. We're
yeah.
trying to hide in the mountains. Some like Thunderbird style hole in the mountain that we flew.
Pretty much, yeah. But we were in the hangar, or we were in the bomb room, and then we got attacked by the enemy. So we're kind of running around being Master Chief, doing Master Chief things. And we're in a giant hangar now, fighting waves of enemies that we're basically just on it's an auto-scroller. There's not too much we can do to speed up or lose time. But this is kind of like the first level where it'll show big trope of Bungie, where they love laying out a level and then having you go back and forth on the level multiple times, just to change up the perspective on it. They did a lot in CE and even H2. Crow's Nest is it's a level that I honestly recommend to a lot of people when starting out for speedrunning Halo 3 because it has a mix of everything in terms of movement and combat and even tricks to learn. See a little bit of
Crows
everything.
is one of those levels where you like learn the game and you kind of don't like it when you don't know how to do it properly.
Mm,
It just feels very boring unless you do all of the good tricks.
yeah. There's a lot of little stuff to do, like those grenade boosts I'm doing.
This way.
It's also that grenade throw to kill drones, which you try to kill 5 to skip a wave of more enemies spawning that we have to kill here.
Take him down. Short control burn.
Makes that room very
I don't know
quick.
if we know why that happens.
Not really.
I tried to look in the scripts and I just saw a comment in this section that just said like broken ass script or something like that. So I don't think even Bungie knows why that happens.
Yeah, no. Like all games are kind of like that, but like Bungie games are, the coding is very notorious for being like that.
I feel like this is a bit in chat, but I'm gonna ask because I am genuinely very curious. Why is the reticle so low? I'm genuine. I think that's a bit going on in chat, but I'm genuinely curious as to why that's the case.
So when Halo 3 came out, it was, you know, CRT TVs and all that. And the reticle was lowered by design. Like, that's the intended and only way to play Halo 3 on, like, the 360. But we're on the Master Chief Collection, which is, like, not remastered, but kind of, like, upscaled and all that, and more modern. And it gives you the option to change it to a centered crosshair. But I'm old and a purist, so I stick on lowered.
Base purist, holy.
Yeah.
That's crazy though. That's by design. That's so goofy.
It like makes sense on the older TVs with like the perspective and like the field of view and all that, but in modern times it doesn't hold up as well.
I see.
For some people, for me, it's just fine.
But as you can see, the hammer is very good at launching you forwards and sideways and up. Pretty much every way you want to go, the hammer
Yeah.
can push you that way.
The unfortunate thing about it is when you pick it up off an enemy, it has RNG for the amount of ammo you will get, and it ranges anywhere from 50 to 90. And we had a very low hammer ammo.
It's 56, I think it was.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. So we can't do as many boosts as I'd like, but a big
56 sounds like a lot until you learn that it uses ammo in increments of 5,
yeah.
as you can see at the top.
And we're trying to save at least 2 swings for the end section. A big part of getting good at Halo 3 is managing your hammer ammo when you get bad spawns like that. Just knowing when you can actually boost and when you can't.
What's
And
interesting about the hammer in this game is, in most games with like melee weapons, when you hit someone with it, it just like does contact and then that's it. Or in other games where you get pushed back by things, it's usually just like scripted knockback mechanic, but in this it kind of creates like a little explosion that pushes you.
Yeah.
And that's why you can launch on boxes and stuff, because you create the explosion behind the box and push the box into you,
Which
which
will
you'll
be,
see up here.
yeah. We set up a box earlier to re-angle it to hopefully give us a better direct line to the end of the level. Yeah. Honestly,
So you're not actually like launching yourself there, you're launching a box which then pushes you.
yeah, a lot of Halo 3 like tricks or mechanic is like very brute force, like you just cause something to happen that then launches you or something like that. which I love. And honestly, box launches are like the one trick that I think anyone can pick up and hit one within 5 minutes. Like it really kind of is as simple as just jumping and swinging the hammer.
Yeah, it's really simple to like learn how to do them, but there's also like quite a steep learning curve to mastering like which angle you want to go, which is really nice about them as well.
Yeah, it's a good skill ceiling with it.
What happened?
We're now on to Savo Highway, the 3rd level, which is
Please respond.
a very divisive level within the Halo
worst
runs. Most people hate it, do not have any love for it. I am a Savo lover, I'm a Savo enjoyer. A lot of people just don't like it because it's pure driving, and you're basically just driving from point A to point B to get to the next level. With some small enemy RNG to deal with at certain points, but it's essentially all on you and how you drive the Warthog, on whether you'll gain or lose time on this level.
If you were around when this game launched, you might have played this level before the game came out, because this was the demo level.
I didn't know that actually. What did it come as a demo on?
Huh?
What did it come as a demo on?
Oh, like not demo, but like what do you call it? When you have like early access, like testing.
A demo?
Yeah, but not like a public demo. It was like a
Beta.
Oh.
yeah, beta. It was like a public beta. If you got accepted, then you could play this level.
Oh, I didn't know that. I remember the multiplayer beta, but I didn't know it.
It's been archived and stuff, so you can play that still. But it's exactly the same. Like even the grab lift thing works.
No.
And I'm pretty sure there's a video of someone doing it in that demo.
No.
So they just didn't care enough to patch it.
Yeah, so what the heck he's talking about is coming up, there's a section of the bridge we're going to be driving on that's broken, and it's intended for you to get out and abandon your vehicle there and then, just kind of go on foot for a bunch of combat. But there's a grab lift they left in the level that you can use to get over it with the Warthog and just drive past everything.
You're breaking up.
And you can make it without the grab lift, doing a trick called liftless, but it's a very inconsistent trick, so I will not be going for it.
Master Chief,
Yeah.
finally a good
Usually you would have to abandon the car there, and then all of your Marines do like a pretty cool scripted sequence where they jump over the gap. But now that we have the car, we can just go straight through.
Yeah. Which I just don't understand why people don't like the level. Like, why wouldn't you enjoy just driving past everything? It is kind of like the F1 level of Halo 3.
I'm mostly indifferent about the level. I just don't like the end, because the Warthog is so light and you can randomly get brute shot spawns, which
Yeah, and coming up there's a group
Seems
of
to be,
enemies that can just...
especially
Yeah.
bad for me and you. Yeah, like that.
Yeah. They take the same pathing, but the weapon is random, so... But at the end of this level, for whatever reason, all that's required to end it is just breaking a shield door and killing a single enemy out of the entire group.
Specifically the one on the turret.
Mm-hmm.
Chief, the Prophet
Now we're on
has
to
found the ark.
Storm, an even
Our
more
only chance of
hated
stopping
level
him
by
is
the
a
community
surprise aerial assault.
because
I love
Enter
this
this
level.
sector of
I
the
enjoy the level,
Make a hole for the
but it's
admiral's
Like an
just
accidental
Good hunting.
contrarian.
He's out.
it's like the level of the run where a majority of just random deaths will happen and it'll kill the run for a lot of people. We're kind of right like the halfway point of the run. It's the midway level, and it's a level where you can get really bad checkpoints and just not get any at all, or just very infrequent. So any death can just kill a run.
It's pretty unlikely that you actually die here on easy.
Yeah. There's a lot
There
of
is like
different...
one really annoying thing in Lakebed 2 where some of the some of the enemies can just lose AI and then they just stand there.
Yeah.
And then you lose like so much time because they've lost AI in somewhere you can't see them.
Above the artifact, Admiral.
And you have to wait for like a timer to tick down.
Moving as fast as you can.
What we're kind of doing is going from lake bed to lake bed, and in this first one, we have to hit a certain kill quota, amount of time to be able to progress quicker through it, while destroying the anti-air rigs.
Move to the next area. Over.
But essentially, we're
You-
just we're trying to get from point A to point B on the level and get to a big anti-air gun and kill the gun. So we're going through different sections on our way there, clearing out quotas of enemies.
You'll know you've done it fast enough because you'll see loading done in the bottom left. They were
Yeah.
nice enough to leave that information on the screen.
Yeah, loading done is a huge benefit in the run.
We got anti-air raids in the next lake bed, Chief. One down.
So we're gonna try and snipe some phantoms out of the sky before they land now, which kind of just makes it easier to manage everybody. So
Yeah,
line up
that-
some rockets to get this one as it comes down, and then we'll commandeer a mongoose,
and this is one
and
of
then
the
hope that the other marines don't shoot a rocket at us.
Yeah, it's one
or
of the
trying to aim at something else.
scariest parts, because there's like 3 or 4 NPCs with rocket launchers, and they will just fire them either randomly or not at all until the most inopportune time, and they kill a lot of runs because they kill you.
It's also quite important that we just dumped a mongoose like up there where we did,
Yeah, that
because
will come
now
back.
you just heard a marine get on it, but because of where it is, he can't move it anywhere, so he's just stuck there on the thing.
And we will be using that mongoose in a minute to skip a combat encounter. This is the first level in Halo 3 where the scared enemy appears, which is like a giant enemy that you're supposed to board and kill. But we're able to skip this section entirely by taking this vehicle against the door and parking it in a specific way, and then just exiting the vehicle.
This was already a thing when I learned the game,
Mhm.
but I was pretty surprised to see how long it took for that to be implemented.
Yeah,
Because I remember playing like Foundry custom levels, and there was so many of these like door setups with mongoose clips in them to get in secret places that I thought it was just common knowledge that you could go through walls with mongooses.
I had to wait to move forward there because if you move forward before the enemy spawns, you will soft lock. So we wait for a voice line.
Start his attack run.
But yeah, no, I remember in multiplayer, like in 2008, it being a big thing too, using the mongoose in any vehicle to kind of glitch through areas of maps and stuff. But we've kind of cleared all the quotas of enemies. We're now just making our way to the end of the level. We're trying to get 2 plasma pistols here because we need them to kind of quickly kill the anti-air or anti-air gun at the end of the level. It's not as bad on easy, but on legendary here, it's very, very bad. The game's very bad at deloading weapons and enemies in front of you. But that's something you gotta worry about on easy.
It
Thankfully.
just keeps running like cleanup scripts, just deletes everything that pops out of an enemy.
But this giant gun, you know, we're skipping walking up to it and killing a lot of enemies by just long range firing plasma pistol shots to take out its engine at a certain time. a lot of people that are like familiar with the campaign are always kind of like mind blown at that part from skipping
Flood.
all this walking.
Spreading all over the city.
How do we
But now we're on the
Find the
floodgate, which is
crashing
another
launcher.
example of
Overload its engine.
walking back over the same
Either
level,
destroy
going
the
backwards
city
on it.
or risk
The flood have landed on Earth. They've taken over, and
Chief,
we're on the same
clear away
exact
the
level
crash
we were
site.
just on, just going in reverse now, and everything's floodified.
We want to use this box to fling ourselves forward and save much time like that.
Yeah, Floodgate is like the flashy level that kind of tends to grab a lot of people because it's a very short level. It's like 3.5 minutes roughly, and 2 minutes at the higher end of runs. But it's like nothing but box launches and a clip called Shadow of Intent launch, which I will be trying just for fun, but I don't normally go for in runs.
Unlucky.
Yeah. But it's a constant moving level. You're constantly doing something to boost yourself or skip something or just never not moving.
Yeah, you probably don't know unless you've played the game, but he just skipped another one of the slow down Cortana moments by going on the box.
Yeah.
But it's like so effortless that it just looks normal.
This is Shadow of Intent. Waiting for a checkpoint. Oh. Oop.
So what we're trying to do here is throw down the DC and stand inside it, because it'll keep trying to push you out. And then you can kind of like manipulate that to get pushed at the time you want, at the angle you want, by how long you stay in it.
There's a lot of finesse to it.
I think it's very similar to like a proxy in Spyro, I think.
You're just kind of standing where you're not supposed to, and it throws you out. You can build up speed. You can build up different angles to launch at. It's a very fun, cool trick, but it's not something I tend to go for. Another trick here called Pizza Launch, where we set up a box. Okay, that works.
Wow, that was
That was not how that trick was supposed to go.
Usually you clear this by a mile.
Yeah. Typically, you throw the trip mine, and you can jump off it on the same frame that you throw it. And then that gives you enough height to easily make it over that gap. I got very lucky where my box launch had enough speed to carry me, and I didn't just die when I hit the wall.
These are the Cortana moments we were talking about, and you can see why you want to skip them, because you're just so slow and you can't see anything.
Yeah. It limits your movement speed, it limits your turning speed, and it restricts your vision. So even casually, people aren't really a fan of them, especially on a later level, because there's a lot of them back to back.
It was really egregious on 360 as well, because the FOV was already so low, and then you walk into one and it goes down to like 10.
Yeah. I think the default field of view was like 76 or 70 on Halo 3. I'm on 110. I'm definitely on the higher end, which again, thanks to the MCC Master Chief Collection, it lets you have benefits like that. We're on Ark now, which is the first level to not take place on Earth. We are hunting for Halo Ring information. We're on Halo Ring now. Ark is really a level where a lot of the people who run Halo 3 for a long time, they end up loving it. It's a very fun level to run. It's a very fun IL. It's another one where you're almost kind of constantly doing something. There's a lot of good combat sections on it.
We're gonna do a little bit of a war crime here, but it has a reason.
Yeah, not just doing this for fun.
I mean, it is fun, but there is a reason to do it.
It's
We're
a
also
big.
gonna.
Mhm.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say we're also gonna leave alive as many people as we can,
Yeah, so
because our
we.
goal here is to fill up the entity count.
Yeah, we're trying to leave as many enemies alive as possible. We kill those 4 Marines just so they don't kill any enemies while we're setting everything up. But we're basically going section to section, trying to leave people alive for when we drive back through it. It'll overload a certain section of the game, skipping a lot of combat. Saves a good
Yep.
amount of time.
So usually we'd go through an archway down here and deload all of the enemies behind us, but we'll just go over this rock, which is one a little bit faster and also keeps everything alive.
And it skips.
So now the enemies that should be here aren't here because of the entity limit.
Yeah. And we skip the trigger that spawned too.
That's probably more that. Actually.
Yeah. But we did, skip deloading anything behind us, so it's a bit of both.
Yeah.
And here we have a set amount of enemy spawns, but we're trying to quickly kill everything while holding W to get it all in one go. We have to get down to 1 enemy alive for the next ship to spawn in. Nice. And then we are picking up this power drain here, which is a consistent spawn for the very end of the level. We're going to hold on to that until for the next 6-7 minutes. I did not mean to do a 6-7 joke.
Something quite
Got it,
interesting
and I've
about
got it.
Yeah, that's fair. I understand never inviting me back. I get it.
So we want to wait here for the title text.
Thanks, Chief.
Mhm.
Wouldn't have
Now we
lasted
need to
much
go
longer.
as fast as we can to hit a trigger that we skipped earlier.
Have the elites found anything?
So we'll be hitting them out of order, which is right down here where we went over the rock.
Don't worry, I've got a plan.
And at this point, it's going to decide if we get a trick called
Can't fly
Overload.
over the wall. We'll go right through it.
And we have 1 Wraith here, so it's looking pretty good.
Yeah.
So usually this area is just full of enemies. And as you can see, there's nothing here now, because we've filled up the entity limit and then we loaded everything. So
This is
now we
similar.
just have to get to the door and then kill whatever's left. Sometimes you can have a few things spawn.
Yeah, there's still 1 Wraith that is like guaranteed to spawn no matter what. So we kill the Phantom early. And then we have 2 ghosts that are also here. We just need to kill at least 1 of the grunts. And so now we're down to 1 enemy alive, which is all we need. It's like the quickest quota clear for the door to open. So it's a good deload. The one we got is kind of called the God deload because there are 2 tanks here normally. And you want to at least make sure both of them are gone, or at least one of them. So that's kind of that trick in a nutshell. There's a lot of under the hood script stuff going on that we still don't fully know. The trick is still a lot of RNG. You don't get the same deload every time. There are like very, very good deloads that we call like Elder God deload, which can cause some of the stuff past the combat to not be there, like doors,
Make your way down to the cartel.
and that saves even more time. So it's a little bit of an RNG section of the level, but it's somewhat consistent, at least for deloading some enemies.
Heads up, Marines.
If you've played this game, you either really enjoyed or really hated this part.
Yeah, this is the second part of the game where a Scarab spawns in. And it's a great, huge set piece where, you're playing the game casually with tanks and vehicles and everything. But speedrun, we just drive past everything.
Yeah, this is one of the coolest sections in the run, I think.
It is, yeah. We do a very Master Chief from the books thing,
I want everybody supporting the chief. He'll take it
where
down.
we
You have to be like very specific on where you are and when you throw your nade down and stuff like that.
Mhm. Basically, the Scarab was, doing its cinematic entrance to the level, and we just timed a grenade jump, to board it right as it was falling down.
It's also really important that we wait down here until we see the Pelican loading up there.
Yeah,
Otherwise, you just lose loads of time for no reason.
yeah, it's just like a very slow driving Pelican otherwise.
Roof's fleet lies in ruin. Find where the
There will
Make
be
sure we grab that fuel rod ammo as well, because we need that.
there will be another committed war crime up here where we kill a Marine, but we're doing it for a little dialogue skip that it has.
You ever see those videos from that guy that's playing every COD game and counting every war crime?
No, I haven't.
I'd be very interested to see that for Halo.
That would be good, yeah. There we go. It's
So
not
do we just not like him, or why do we kill him?
pretty much, yeah. Used to be, I'd kill him for the dialogue skip, but also for the ammo. But now it's just for the dialogue skip. I just don't like to hear him talk.
Yeah, it also delays the door opening when he's just stood there talking.
Yeah.
It's not just because you don't want to hear him.
There's that aspect too, I guess, yeah. We're basically just running past every enemy now to get to a cutscene button. Honestly, I'm at the point where I haven't seen the cutscenes in so long. I don't know what happens in it either, lore-wise.
We're looking for the library, I think. Another library.
Right. Oh, right. To like tell us where the next Halo ring is or something.
You got a whole mess of
Yeah, and I
hostile
think
area
this is
bound.
like a map room.
Get back inside
Yeah.
while we take 'em out.
Okay.
Any lore nerds? we need help.
So basically, it's like you're in a house and you're jumping around the house. You're playing like a game of hide and seek.
Hmm.
That's the lore.
Kind of.
That's my officially decided lore.
And you said you never played one.
It's kind of just like Space Indiana Jones.
Yeah, basically.
Hang tight, Chief. We're on our way.
Okay, so there's supposed to be a chieftain down here, but we were fast enough that we already killed him. And now we can just use all the equipment we grabbed at the start of the level to clear out the room really quickly.
Mm-hmm. That was a very
That's right.
Yeah, that was
Very
good,
good.
clear. This is actually like a very, like casually, this is a very big part of the campaign that people love, because there's a chieftain here and that ring of enemies, and the ring of enemies will just stand there and watch you 1v1 the chieftain, and they're very honorable about it. So a lot of people love that part.
Now we're on to everyone's favorite level. I just gotta start out a lot really quickly.
Yeah.
So straight away we're trying to keep on top of how many people we kill, because we want to start doing stuff at a certain amount.
Lost my wingman and our only hog.
And we're going to try and spawn kill all the enemies that spawn in our line there. Got a pretty good one. There's a couple stragglers left, but for the most part that was really clean. It's hard to do this like consistently good.
There's always one grunt.
Yeah.
Beachhead secure, Commander.
There we go, it wasn't bad.
Hostile anti-air has been neutralized.
Yeah, once you hit like 6 enemies killed, it spawns in this group of enemies back here. So we try to kill 5 and then have the 6th one die as we're charging up our laser shot to spawn kill everything. Beach clear is another, can be kind of inconsistent, but like a very fun thing to do once you get the flow of it down.
That's very addicting to try and get like a lot of people with one laser.
Yeah, you can definitely line it up and get like 7 or 8 people in one shot.
I actually really like that about MCC, where they added medals to campaign.
Third tower in sight.
Good.
Yeah,
The
that
Arbiter and
I
the
guess that's
Beast
something we haven't
touched
kind of
down
talked
in number
about, but there's like a scoring and time aspect to the campaigns that 343 added, and having the scoring on enables the medals that normally you would only see in multiplayer to the campaign, and it helps a lot in certain sections of the speedrun to make sure you have the right amount of enemies dead or alive.
Yeah, this you can tell a lot of love like went into this game as they were making it.
Mm.
Like a lot of it's very broken, but you can see like they really wanted to make it nice for the people that actually put lots of time into it originally.
Yeah, 343 or MCC had like a horrific launch when it came out. It was
Find the
a
tower
very,
controls
very
and shut
broken
it down.
game. But
Good work, Chief. That's one. The Arbiter
We
should
love
be just
equipment
as well.
priority.
yeah, there's a bit of an odd priority when it comes to trying to pick up like guns or different equipment, where equipments always take priority over everything else. So if everything's in a pile on top of each other, you kind of gotta just throw some stuff away like that. But yeah, MCC had a very, very rough launch. Took a long time to get to a somewhat playable state.
Can you hear me?
But it is like 6 different game engines all working together in another game engine, and you can drop in and out, and it's a lot in one game. So like the fact it works at all in any way as well as it does is just amazing.
Yeah, in the games where they did remaster all the visuals, they have like a toggle button where you can just switch it as you're playing. You don't have to open a menu or anything, which is really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, this game is. I don't remember if it was this game in particular, but I went to like a gaming exhibit in London not too long ago, and they had a whole circle of like, I think it was like 16 original Xboxes connected in a LAN for Halo, so you could just
Oh, that's
hop in
cool.
and play Halo with 16 random people. It might have been like 20, but it was really cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's
Yeah.
That's amazing for the time.
Mm. I always wish I did more LAN parties. I only did a handful for any Halo. Something I'm doing here in
Yep.
the Hornet is I'm flying diagonally, which gives it the most speed than flying just normal. And it's same with walking speed too. In certain moments, like you're at your fastest when you're going diagonally in this game.
Then get inside the tower.
This is a lot of people's favorite level, mine included.
Yeah.
Like casually,
Uh,
like it's slightly longer, but
Yeah, Ark and Cubby are 2 of the longest levels in the campaign. But they're very memorable. A lot of people will say that either one of them are their favorite levels.
there's one alive on the back left.
Oh,
Other left, yeah. That one.
awkward.
Hit the switch, Chief, and the barrier will fall.
Yeah, another moment where loading down or cutscene dialogue kind of lets you know when groups of enemies are cleared out.
Shipmaster, what's your status?
There's a weird checkpoint here that sometimes doesn't work, so
Move to a safe
you
Yeah.
want to
distance.
like walk
Stay away from
backwards
the
and then
flood.
come back, and usually you'll get it.
It kind of helps lead enemies away and keep the elevator clear. But I kind of
We
messed.
didn't get one here because there was a drone left and he was shooting at us.
Yeah, normally all those little enemies would be dead on the way up, but I wasn't able to get them all killed.
Checkpoints in this game kind of work on like a safe system. So like there's spots where you'll get like scripted for it to try and give you one. And then also outside of that, if it just realizes you're safe and not like jumping or punching, then it'll just give you one as well.
Get inside that citadel.
We're in.
Which is actually really good for the like the tools that we have for this game.
Yeah, no, there are really good like checkpoint manager tools that community members have made for this game to help people practice. There's a lot of features involved in them to help. It's very nice.
Yeah. You can like force those checkpoints whenever you want, and then it like saves it to a file in your PC, and you can send them to other people and they can inject it into their game and stuff like that.
You can,
It's honestly one of the most impressive speedrun tools I've seen so far.
yeah. It's a lot of different options for all the different Halos, so whichever one you're maybe wanting to learn, it has a lot of benefit.
It's also really helpful when you have like something super weird happen and then you can just send someone to save and they can investigate it.
Yeah. Another giant memorable moment in the Halo 3 campaign is this one, the two Scarab section. But in speedrun, we really just kind of take care of it very quickly. But it's a big moment, big set piece, big combat. Looks like nothing on the speedrun.
There's how many scarabs?
2 Scarabs. I repeat, 2 Scarabs.
Both scarabs down. Well done. Marines, kill the stragglers.
It's going to be a big trick coming up called Citadel Launch. Oop, okay. We're doing another dialogue skip here by killing Arby. Hopefully timed out, right? Nope. Okay.
Yeah, if he's dead, he can't play this dialogue here, so the bridge just extends way quicker.
Mhm.
We also haven't explained them yet, but there's a thing in this game called an elastic barrier. And when you try and drive cars into them, they just push you back.
Mhm.
But they only do that if there's a player in the vehicle. So you've probably seen at some point during this run, and right there we kind of jump out of the car and let it roll through and then just jump back in.
Setting up a box here for a launch, hopefully. Unfortunate.
This is really tricky because you need like the right angle, so you don't go too high and go over a trigger, but you also don't want to go too fast because the triggers update on like a slow cycle, and you don't want to go through it too quick that it doesn't even see that you were in it.
That was kind of a very
We
weird
know-
launch, but it works.
We know we're good on this one because we saw the enemies like fly towards us when they're building.
Mhm. Another very finicky trick to get down, but once you do, it can save a good amount of time, and it's probably one of the coolest looking tricks in the game when you get it like done right. But we will have another box launch on the way back to skip through a lot of triggers as well. This bridge has a ton of different triggers on it, and it is possible to go through them too quickly and have it not count as you passing it. So this is kind of a bad launch, but we don't miss any triggers on it, which is the more important thing.
Something pretty cool about equipment in this game is you can like throw it below you and jump off of it while you're flying forwards to get some more distance.
Which is what you should have seen unplug it instead of just flying across.
You might be wondering why there's still like ammo left in the hammer as well, and that's because when you finish a level, if the weapons you're holding are in the next level, then you'll keep them. And if they're not in that level, then you'll get given a default loadout. But both the weapons we had are in this level, so we get to keep the hammer through.
Mm.
And that'll be useful for skipping more of those slow down things.
another part of the run where managing your ammo comes into a big play because you're setting up the beginning of this level, where we're trying to combine moments that are happening.
Child of my enemy, why have you come?
And this is why you want the hammer, because if you don't get it with just the nade boost, then you can just push yourself back while you're supposed to be moving so slowly.
Yeah, that was a very that was a very rough section, but we entered one moment, and before the moment ended, we entered the one past it, so they overlapped. And when the first moment did end, it freed us from the second moment. That's essentially what's going on.
Yeah, they don't have like an independent stop script. So if you start one and then play another one before the first one's scripted to stop, the script just ends in both.
Two corpses in one grave.
And I don't think I got it here.
All I am. Stolen
No.
thoughts and memories.
But this, we could have overlapped those two moments here and gotten what's called second overlap, but that's a much more difficult overlap to get than the first one. It's a lot harder to get that.
I think there's 3 that you can do in this level, an extra one in co-op.
Yes, yeah. But
Shout
either
out Backshot Boys.
well-known co-op group. This is another level where we're gonna be going through it from point A to point B. Then once we complete our objective, we are just going backwards on the level to get all the way to the beginning again. So we left a deploy recover there for the second half of the level when we're making our way back to help jump back up and save a bit of time.
I'm just my mother's shadow.
We don't really need the shield that we just picked up, but it's nice to have it just in case we need to like jump midair at some point to save ourselves.
Yeah, it's not a necessity, but a safety thing to pick up that shield.
Time has taught me
There's a
patience.
big launch coming up through a very empty
I
room.
will know all
And it's
that
very easy to fall to your death in.
possess.
We call this Hell Room because, well, mostly because of Legendary, but it kind of applies too easy as well with the route you have to take through it.
Yeah, it's another memorable moment of the campaign because like people don't tend to like this level casually because it's very easy to get lost on. And in that room, there's just so many enemies that spawn that people just tend to get stuck there for a long time.
Yeah, when I learned this game, that was the level I was looking forward to the least, but actually it ended up being probably my favorite level in the game. Like speedrun wise.
Yeah.
So that's why we have that DC shield, because if you fall a little bit short like that, you can sometimes save yourself.
Yeah,
Or if you end up in the middle here, you can use it to jump over the gap easier.
yeah. It gives you options, which is always a good thing to have in a speedrun.
I'm going to overlap these two cutscenes as well. It's a little bit awkward because you have to go around that pillar you can see in the middle. And as you can see, you cannot see.
Yeah, that moment there is like kind of a prime example of why people don't like the Cortana
There's
moments.
2 of us in here now.
It's kind of amplified because we're overlapping moments, which was never intended, but it still shows why.
And here's an example of the ones that we do like, because we're going to push ourselves far enough back and then try and launch on the DC. And because we're in the moment, we can just go as fast as we want and not die.
Mhm.
Usually if you have like some sort of speed in this game and you hit a wall, you'll just splat and die.
You need to buy some
Yeah,
time.
the geometry can be a bit weird sometimes in the
Start a chain
game where
reaction. Destroy
if you have any type of speed and you just hit the slightest angle on the ground, Master Chief just completely dies.
Pretty recent discovery that picking up those two brute pistol things, I forgot the name of them.
Spiker.
Spikers.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, shooting the
We need to get to Halo.
shooting the pillars with that makes the doors open quicker. We
Yeah,
used to just shoot it with a brute shot.
something to do with how the game sees the damage from them.
So when we came in this place earlier, you'll see that he threw well, you would have seen that he threw a shield down a hole. And that's again because the game's making us backtrack back to the start. And you can just use that to
There's a small chance that that flying panel there can splatter you and just kill you, and I really thought that was going to happen there.
yeah, there's a lot of good clips of people just walking down that hallway after learning the game and getting absolutely ripped in half by a panel. And it comes so fast that you can't even see it, so it's always just what happened.
Yeah. I was taking a lot of caution there with making sure to kill the energy sword enemies, because even on easy, you can die in one backsmack. So a lot of times I've had like runs die to those enemies, and that's good caution to make sure they're dead.
Like I mentioned at the end of the last level, if you have weapons that are in the next level, you'll carry them over. But we don't want that in this level. We want the default loadout, so we just empty out all of the ammo, which does the same thing.
The
So we
default
spawn with
default loadout for this level has you spawn in with the max amount of rocket ammo. So we definitely want that over anything we're able to carry over into it. But we are on the final level now. We're back on the Halo ring from CE that we blew up at the end of CE. Sorry for the spoilers. And we're making our way to the firing bridge for it to blow it up again.
Bungie loves naming levels after the game.
Yeah.
This in the in Halo 1 there was a level called Halo. This level was also called Halo.
Doing a little jump to get up on top of the spire early and do a more direct line of walking. We're going to be spawn killing Johnson for a dialogue skip.
Bar, you in there?
And then we are kind of doing a lot of setting up for the clear up here. It's another thing that kind of when you're starting out, this clear is something a lot of runners don't like because they just don't understand it. But once you kind of get it down, it becomes kind of fun, at least for me.
Well, we are finally doing what he wanted.
We're standing in a specific spot and looking in a specific spot to keep all the enemies spawning in this small area.
Yeah, specifically on this side of the spire as well. You can't just do it. Well, actually, I think you can do it anywhere, but this is the most beneficial place.
Yeah, because we're in this combat section, we're doing waves. And we're waiting for that rocket flood to spawn because he's considered the boss flood of the wave. So after we kill all them, we're moving on to the second wave onto the other side of the spire.
Wow, that is a lot of spires.
Yeah, they don't typically group up like that. But now we are on the second wave of the clear. And we're just kind of waiting for that group of spiders to make its way up while killing everything that spawns in. Take them out with some rockets, and then we're gonna hopefully kill everything. and then have the rest deload.
Not for
And
long.
we're done.
Yep.
Tracking
Usually,
infected
if you just
special
like
pods.
turn around and look away from
Any
them,
minute.
the game just cleans them up and deletes them.
Mhm.
If you have enough spiders dead.
And we're going into the final Gravemind moment. Try to
Do I
maintain
take
momentum throughout it to save time.
its foe?
It's trying to
Yep, we
rebuild
also need to
itself
be-
on this ring.
Very mindful of the amount of ammo we have in the hammer as well, because we're gonna just use it to do a little skip.
hmm Typically, you have to wait here for Guilty Spark to do a lot of dialogue.
I take no pleasure in doing what
Give this one more shot.
This is a lot harder than it looks. I never did this in once because it scared me too much.
I take no pleasure in doing what
Yeah, that. Basically, you throw the turret, jump, and you're able to jump off the top of it. It has collision, and that lets you jump past this bridge and skip it.
you do not deserve this ring.
Skip all this dialogue. It's a very
I have kept it safe. It
supposed to be the
belongs
big
to me.
boss fight of the game, but it's kind of very anticlimactic.
We're gonna abuse a game mechanic as well by giving Johnson our weapon. Because we need this laser anyway. So we're gonna give him the hammer. And when you give the hammer to an NPC, I don't know if it's any of them or just specifically him, but it fills up the ammo in it. So now you can see it has like way more hits than it did before.
hmm And after he replenishes the hammer, we lay it down in a specific spot to be able to grab it in the next part of the level, because we're not able to go back there, and you're not supposed to have the hammer anymore. But because of how the physical part of the door is laid out, the other side of it is still there after the cutscene.
Do you have game music on?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Dawn. Of course. The frigate. We still have a
So
chance. Find the
Johnson's
doorway
dead.
to the
We're
cliffs.
firing the Halo.
The dawn is on the other
Now
side.
we're making our way to the end of the game. We're probably the most known Halo moment, driving the Warthog. Bungie really loved doing set pieces where you're driving the vehicle at the very end of the level. It was a big moment in the first game, CE, and they intended one for Halo 2, but due to the infamous Halo 2 development cycle, it got cut. So they brought it back for Halo 3.
I played this game before I played Halo 1.
Mm.
So when I finished Halo 1 as a kid, after already doing the Warthog run in this, I was very confused as to why it was the same.
Johnson's Warthog. Come on, Spartan. Go, go, go!
I don't know if I ever managed to finish Halo 2 either, as a kid.
There are a small handful of skips that you can do in the Warthog run. Most of them just kind of involve skipping triggers yet again, so we don't have to worry about enemies spawning in, because the vehicle physics for Halo 3 can be very rough in the Warthog. Enemy bullets can really affect your momentum and stuff like that. So anytime we can skip having them shoot us, we try to.
The panels that explode here are consistent per difficulty, but the direction that the panel flies in is random.
Mm.
So it's very possible that one just comes flying out of nowhere and hits you, which is very annoying.
Yeah. And then we take the same path.
Especially if you're like in air going over a gap, which does happen a lot.
Yeah.
You see a bunch of funny clips of that.
there are we're taking set paths, but the physics of how everything works is what keeps it different each time. The Halo 3 physics engine can be really cool and can be really not cool sometimes.
You really want to like keep the Warthog on the ground, because when it's not on the ground, it's like moving very slowly.
And while it's in the air, just any type of damage can flip it.
Yeah, especially the Sentinel beams, they have like insane amounts of push force, so you would just start like that. You just get pushed at an angle for no reason.
Yeah.
Which is good if they shoot you like directly straight forward from the back, because you go faster, but a lot of the time they'll shoot you just slightly on a side and you'll start rotating.
I think I lost too much momentum to go for the big trick here.
Yep.
But driving off that platform at a certain angle, let's just skip this entire area and more enemy spawns.
This one is especially good because on that roundabout there's a bunch of those like spiker things, and for some reason on MCC they do insane amounts of pushback damage, so you almost come to like a full stop when they're just spamming at you.
Yeah, in MCC they took Halo 3, which is like a 30 tick game, and made it 60. And there's a lot of oddities sometimes with some of the weapons and damage and stuff that happen with that.
Yeah, we also didn't mention it before, but in the second level, every time the game gets an update, there's like a group of enemies and one of them just loses AI. So like as you go down through patches, you'll have like a different guy just stood there doing nothing.
Also, time is going to be coming up in about a minute from here. Just get a heads up. I do love that in the speedrun. This is one of the more cinematic moments, both casually and in the speedrun. Just very one-to-one, no matter how you play the game.
Yeah, this game like very much bullies you while you try to run it. So when you do eventually get a good run where you didn't just get completely shafted in the middle, this is a really nice way to end off.
Yeah.
Because it's like not too hard and you can just sit there and like anticipate finishing your run.
And that's time.
GG. Holy.
Thank you. Yeah, that's Halo 3. It's
For us,
very
storm
easy
is
to learn
past.
game, very hard to master
The war
game.
is
So like
over.
I really recommend it
But
to a
let us
lot of
never
people
forget
starting out if
those
they're
who
interested in
journeyed
Halo
into the
speedruns.
howling dark and
It's a very
remembered
fun
them.
run. It's a lot of holding W.
For their
Yep,
decision
it's also
required courage beyond
very
measure.
good if you have a group of speedrunning friends and you want to just do something together. It's a very good co-op run as well.
Yes, yeah. No,
Was
a lot of benefits to it.
Yeah. As someone who isn't that familiar with FPS speedrunning and especially Halo, this was a sick run to watch. So thank you very much for this showcase.
Yeah, then thanks for letting me do it. Like I said before, I know I'm kind of like unknown in this slide community, but I really appreciate
Hey,
it.
we're glad to have you. We're glad to have you here. Now you are contractually obligated to run a slide game.
Yeah, okay.
There is
alright.
no escape.
Alright. I'll take that trade.
But yeah, thank you very much for your run, HyperloopTortoise, and thank you very much, Hecky, for the commentary. You both did an incredible job. Halo 3, you know, it's Halo 3, you know.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you. Thank you.
You have my
Any last shout-outs you want to give before we quickly head off?
Just if you're interested in, learning the Halo speedrun, the HaloRuns.com is the website where you need to go to. We're not on speedruns.com. There's a lot of resources in the Discord, a lot of tutorials, a lot of people that are willing to help new runners. There's the checkpoint training tool we mentioned earlier. So just if you're interested, you know, anyone's willing to help.
Yeah, it's a very nice place to be new.
Hell yeah. Well, we're going to move on to our next round then, which will be Splatoon 3 side order. We do have a poll active right now in the Sligo's event Discord, so make sure you join that to get your vote in for the weapon choice for this run. But other than that, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with Splatoon 3